Welcome back, folks. It's Nick here on the zxspectrum 128K, looking at a homebrew called AntiAir, published by Inufuto in 2024. It's a shooter. We've looked at a lot of Inufuto's games over the years. I think he first started in 2021. They've all got a certain style, these games, and he reuses a lot of the graphics, so we'll see what's here. But this is a shooter. We need to shoot everything on screen. I think there's a little bit of a difference. I've got no instructions here. We've got 3 lives from the top right there. So here we go. I'm going to ship down the bottom. Let's blast all that other stuff. Now, that's a bit weird. I seem to be firing my own ship. Anyway, now when you kill the enemy, they will drop stuff. It looks like one of them drops a cyan square, which is limiting my movement across the screen. Most of Inufuto games have got 10 stages. I presume this is the same. Music is a little bit too jolly for the subject matter, and I do think I've heard this music before as we get off level 1. So it's not pausing, it's going straight from one level to the next level. Yeah, music is a little bit too jolly for the theme, but anyway, this is different to a lot of these ones. Those Space Invaders do look like a different graphic. Now, when these cyan blocks are dropped, it does limit your movement either side, but I think if one of the enemies drop a red bomb next to it, or a green bomb, then it will destroy them. Let's have a look. If you're next to it at the time, you will get killed as well. So there is a strategy involved here. If you want to be playing this game, I downloaded it for free on a site called Spectrum Computing, although I'd imagine it would be on World of Spectrum also. So yeah, it's a bit of thinking involved in this one, not to get blocked in. Quite a lot of Inufuto's games are influenced by other ones. Can't think of anything quite like this. Oh, see, I'm trapped now, but you might know it from elsewhere. Stage 4. When you lose all your lives, you can press enter to continue from where you left off, so you could go infinitely to complete it, or you press spacebar to start again. Now, I'm slowly getting the hang of this thing. Now, Inufuto's games, although they're quite fun, they're not the smoothest in the world. I wish they'd use a different sort of like engine to make them a little bit smoother. And you can see whenever I'm firing, the ship is disappearing ever so slightly. Whether it's just I don't know, a block or they're overprinting it when they're shooting. But that seems to be, I don't know if that's a bug, but he's shooting his own ship rather than the laser gun. I prefer some sort of like fire up the screen. But anyway, let's go. This is my last life. You shoot the bombs out of the way, or you can use them strategically to take out the cyan blocks there. So I'm stuck between these two for the time being. There's going to be more and more enemies as we go from layer to layer. Yes, if you are currently in deep space shooting enemies who are dropping either red bombs or green stuff on you, then comment in the comment section below. Right, so I don't think it's going to take too much to complete this, you know. I'm already on stage 6. Other Inufuto games did loop round from that point, from stage 10 back to the beginning again. So you pretty know what to expect. Now, if I review any more of Inufuto's games over the next few years, I know he's probably going to reuse this music, but it's one of the few ones he doesn't use those magenta ghosts he kept using over and over again. But they're good fun, really. I feel a little bit like cover tape type stuff. I'm not as advanced as other homebrews out there, but you know, he's got his own style, and that's to be commended. Good, he doesn't copy anyone else. Right, I think Inufuto is based in Japan, I might be wrong there, and some of these homebrews he releases on other systems as well, such as the Commodore 64, but we haven't looked at any of those yet, but it'll be interesting to see if I can get hold of them. Oh, that was close. Close like toast. So we're on stage 7 on my first go. It's an expert gameplay, I always say this. It's about seeing how you got on your first and second go, well then after you want to play it again. The music is now annoying me ever so slightly. It needs something a bit more hectic, a bit more in your face. AntiAir. I don't know. Anti-freeze, anti-hair maybe one for bald people. Don't know. If you are anti-hair or anti-air, then comment in the comment section below. So you pretty much know what to do now. I'll probably just keep hammering the fire button for all I'm worth, and that probably get me through a number of stages. I lost all my lives there, and I press spacebar to continue again to see what I can do from what I've learned. But as I say, if you hit enter, you can continue where you left off. So I think in one day, you'll probably see all the stages, because it doesn't seem overly difficult to me, and I'm not the best at games. Homebrew Wednesday, always Wednesdays. There we do one zxspectrum homebrew. There's more coming out that I'm going to hope to review, so I do like cherry pick it a little bit. Try and get a variety what you think might be interesting. So if you're an Inufuto fan, you like this. If you're not an Inufuto fan, you won't like it, and that's basically it essentially. If you want to see other zxspectrum games we reviewed, both Homebrew and the classic era from the 80s and well early 90s, there's a link to those in a playlist in the description below, or you can click on my username, takes you to the channel page, click on the playlist tab, and you know that'll be there. Good. Oh well, click on the yes. Do. Cyan blocks. Interesting, is it? Maybe. Right. Kaboom. Kabiff. I think I've seen those explosions before. It's just a single graphic. It's not pixelated or anything, so that could be improved with modern day compilers. This is 128k. Right. Okay. Let's go. AntiAir. It's not one of his best ones, but it's all right, I suppose. Okay, I've run out of things to say about this particular game. The only reviews to be about 10 minutes. Big thank you to the members who keeping this channel running, because it is a bit tough for me. I have all the competition out there, and time, and bills, and all inflation, and all that sort of stuff. Oh, look, I'm trapped in a small, like, corridor now between those two. Please subscribe if you haven't already. That helps the numbers grow, and probably helps the channel get noticed. Who knows about that? Lots and lots and lots of content goes up on here compared to a lot of channels, so I don't, don't do the bare minimum. Lots of stuff to go on. It's all about stress busting, and that means looking at lots and lots of games through the years, the good, the bad, and the rubbish. What one is this? It's, well, good, the bad, and the rubbish. None of those, really. It's okay. The good, the bad, the rubbish, and the okay. Was that a film starring Clint Eastwood? I don't know. I don't think it's nice, you laughing, he said. Right, okay, so I've got up to stage 5 now. Stage 6, but I got up to stage 7, didn't I, last time? Then it started getting a little bit hectic. But as I say, you can just continue on and on and on and on and on and on and on. I would have liked a little bit more from this. Inufuto's done a few games now, as I say. He should be advancing a little bit more than this from game to game. But anyway, I don't know his situation, how much time he's got. But I'd like to see a bit more evolution going on. It's moving pretty much like a Space Invaders game. Maybe that's the idea. But it's interesting that the enemy can drop stuff. Cyan blocks. Looks like it's infinite. Looks like they will keep reducing those blocks if you don't shoot them. You don't get. I don't think you're gonna get stuck at all. I think the enemies will go through the whole side of the screen. It's not a case that you get blocked one side and can't shoot the other ones. That's well thought of. So there's a bit of play testing there. My score is 5740. High score 7480. If you've completed this, then let me know in the comment section below. Like, oh man, see, just one side of the explosion. Well, I'm gonna have to wait for them to come back across now, aren't I? Craziness. We've reviewed, well, at time recording, we've reviewed everything by Inufuto now on the zxspectrum. It seems to be the system he mainly concentrates on. Right, that's going to blow up the cyan blocks. Good. Just interesting concept. Oh, I've died with a double explosion. Right, stage 7. You do continue where you left off. I haven't got to start the whole screen again, which is quite useful. So, you know, they're my criticisms of it, really. Could be a bit smoother. Music could be a bit more appropriate. The gunfire could look like gunfire rather than a repeat of your ship. It was slightly different, isn't it? Like a missile, that could be fine. But yeah, that's it, really. Apart from that, I quite like the concept. The music will drive you crazy. Maybe it'll be bigger in Japan. Alright, come on. I don't know how big the zxspectrum was in Japan. Did they even bother playing it? Might be in the NES. Right, that's it. Stage 8, please. See more and more guys. Stage 10 is going to be pretty hectic. It's not slowing down, no matter how much is firing you on the screen, so it's quite constant there. Feeling like I have to grind away to try and take them out. Not to dinner. Yeah. So the green bomb explodes on impact. The red bomb waits there for a little while and then blows up then. That's the difference. Use them both strategically. Or like me, in trouble, I get stuck. Oh, kabopped. Let's hit enter this time. Let's continue from stage 8. Can you let me continue from stage 8? Yes, stage 8. Look at that. Right, okay, we'll start from there. No passwords, of course, just keep going and going and going. So, really, the game is infinite lives, isn't it? Because you keep pressing enter. And that's prevalent on all of Inufuto's games, right from the very first one. It happens on all of them, I think. Right. It's annoying me that the ship disappears once you fire ever so slightly. That could have been corrected. I think that would have been quite easy. Not that I'm a coder, but I think that would have been quite easy to correct. It's as expected, this game. As expected. Always interesting to see an Inufuto game come up because it feels quite comfortable to play. It always feels quite familiar. I know there's not going to be a great to it. I know I'm not going to have to try and go through loads of instructions. There's no instructions with this one. So there might be something I'm missing, but you know. Right, that's stage 8 done. Stage 9. This will be my last go. The only used to be about 10 minutes long, and I think I've already gone way too long on it already. I think I'm over 10 minutes. I can't remember what time I started, but it probably is over that. Gameplay's not varying now. It's just getting more and more cluttered on the screen. More and more ships going about there to blow up. But magenta ghost doesn't show up in this one. That's very rare. It's in most of Inufuto's games. Maybe it shows up at a game over sequence at the end. Maybe, I don't know. Right, I can't see it being too much more on screens after this one. It's going to be stage 10 after this, and then that'll be probably it. You twit. Come on, let's just blast this stuff and get out of here. So yeah, Homebrew Wednesday, check all of those out. This one is 2024. Come on, let's get stage 10. Right, stage 10, those sign blocks. So this is it then, this is the last stage, I think. Not that I'm probably going to get off that because it's getting too mad now. Well, I'm not doing too badly. It's destroying a lot of these nincompoop alien people. Dropping their rubbish on me. Ooh. God, look at this. Now it's getting inside. I've taken about half of them. Not to dinner, of course. Right. I couldn't afford to take out half these aliens. Now that's me gone. Yeah, I could press enter again to complete stage 10, but I don't want to. Yeah, interesting. Could be a little bit better. You know, pretty much on par with most of Inufuto's games there. Just needs an extra bit of spark now that is getting into full swing. So, hope you'd like to have a look at that one. That was AntiAir, a shooter, published by Inufuto in 2024. Got any comments about this game, similar games, or anything retro, or indeed homebrew, then put that in the comment section below. You're more than welcome. Until next time, take great care of yourself, and a very fond goodbye.
Goodbye.
Craziness. Grind away to try and take them out. Not to dinner.